Joe Claypool. Coming out onto the track here, the Risky Business, modified four-wheel drive out of Macon, Missouri. Currently sits number 2 in the point standing, only 2 points out of the top spot. Former points champion in this class. Have you ever heard of a Chevrolet Hemi? It's a very popular engine in this class, built by Sonny Leonard Racing Engines. These are mountain motors. No superchargers or turbos. They run methanol, VP methanol. A lot of the motors in this class, well over 800 cubic inches, or at least knocking on the door. About 1,900 horsepower. Joe Claypool, Risky Business. Oh, how about it? Nice hook for Joe Claypool. $325.2. $325.2 for Joe Claypool. Now, if you watch the replay, it took him a long time to get fully into the throttle and ask for all that horsepower. He wanted to get those tires to hook up before he sent all the power down to those tires. Very important. Get a hold of that track first before you start zinging them. 325.2. He's going to keep the hook. 6 trucks in the class. He says, let him come after me. 325.2, the mark to beat. Yeah, these four-wheel drive pickups have a little bit of an issue trying to turn. They don't turn very well because they have so much weight hanging out on that weight bar. So light in the rear ends of these trucks. And the rear end is locked together. No differential in that rear end. They're locked together. They'll unlock a hub in the front to try to get them to turn. But it's complicated by the fact that they're so light in the rear and so heavy in the front. Current points leader in the class coming out right now. He's 2 points ahead of the truck that just went down the track. This is Lane Thornton. Comes out of Gravity, Iowa. Thumper. Also running a Sonny Leonard Racing Engines Hemi. Interesting story. The big Ford Hemi that used to reside in this truck and ran so successfully for several years, they took that Hemi out of this truck, put in a Sonny Leonard Racing Hemi, which is more closely related to a big block Chevrolet, and put the Ford Hemi in their Chevy pulling truck, which we'll see up here a little bit later. Here we go. Lane Thornton, Thumper. I think we might have a new leader. Might have a new leader. How about 335.55 feet? Give him a round of applause. Lane Thornton moves into the top spot with Thumper. The biggest difference in those two runs was Lane Thornton had a lot more confidence in that track down there at the starting line. He got into the throttle a lot heavier, a lot faster than Joe Claypool did, and the track took it. All right. I'm just now indulging here.
Hey, everybody, I'm going to give
my
Ron
very
a few more
first
minutes to get on, and if he doesn't jump on, I'll just
roasted
proceed. I know
pork
he's out
chop on a
running
stick.
around. Definitely a busy
Anybody
time
tried
of
this?
year,
Everybody here tried these things?
This is video from Corden, Iowa. This last
You better
Friday
get down
night.
there and get you one. Big old thick
class,
pork chop.
Obviously. And
roasted, battered.
on outlawpulling.tv. So I'll just play for a few more minutes.
Yummy. We might have to run a commercial here.
If not, we'll just get rolling. So hang tight. And yeah, throw some stuff in the comments that you want to talk about tonight. We're just going to preview upcoming events. Ron typically lines up all of our guests, and I know he has
Eric
something
Claypool
going on.
coming up next.
If he jumps on, great. If not, we'll just kind of wing it. So be with you shortly.
Nature. On the farm.
Whole thing last season. This is our 2021 points champion. Big Sonny Leonard Hemi truck pull motor.
I wonder if I could find a pork chop on the glove at Lamar's, Iowa. Let's see here. I got to find some of those. Was that Plymouth County Fairgrounds? I'm signed in. Let's see here. There's Lamar's.
To the toughest conditions of a hard day's work.
Pork chop on the glove.
Actually, on the Shirley McNaughton, Hogemeyer, Tyler Meyer, and
this is
Mark
from Lamar's,
Lucas.
Iowa.
Bex
Jumping around a little
Hybrids,
bit, showing some video.
Jim Harvey Agency, Remsen Co-op, Bullmeyer Ag, Dave Howell Seeds, Adam Schmidt. Let's see here. Pioneer Hybrids, Dave Keffler, Engler Feeds, Champion Seeds, and Franken Implement, Central Plains Diesel. I know those guys. I do a lot of business with them here in Lamar's. Dennis and I go back a long, long ways. Done a lot of work for me. B&B Supply, Brown Family, Keith Corselman, and
Chad, I'm not sure about the videos,
Graphics.
how that
so
works.
Some of the folks local.
I don't know if that's a sound thing, Chad. I've noticed that with the video, and I know that's something that they're working on. I know Kurt has told me, and Dave has told me they really want to dial it in over these, with the audio and the sound and some places and different things like that. So I'm not sure how that exactly works. I'm not sure where the camera's at, Chad, exactly in comparison. I'm just a dumb social media guy, so I don't know 100% about that. So I'm just going to let
helping us out this evening
in the background tonight while we talk, because we should at least talk about pulling while we're doing this. So it was at Lamar's, great crowd. They were awesome. Yeah. So I asked everybody tonight to kind of type in where you're watching from and what the gas prices are and diesel prices at your home. I've been throwing those up there on the screen. So, doing all that, checking in there. That seems to be the thing. And right now I live in Wisconsin, and it's just been getting hotter as it has gone on. And I think it's supposed to get super, super hot here this weekend. Yeah, Ron said he's having some internet issues. He just messaged me. I figured that's fine. Sometimes he's out in spots with crappy internet. You got to have pretty good internet to run on the show here. So, yep, Chad, I'll try to find out a better answer for you on that. Rock Valley, Iowa, gas went to $4.59. Gas $4.59. Diesel. Oh, so diesel and gas is the exact same price? I'll be danged. We filled up in Mercer, Missouri on Saturday at Porter's gas station on the way from Corridon to Warrensburg. I think diesel was $4.39. That's the cheapest I'd seen in a while. Maybe that was gas. I don't remember. I just want to. So John Ewalt is coming on from Gibbon, Nebraska. So when he jumps on, I'll interview him and we'll talk to him a little bit. I'm pulling in Gibbon, Nebraska. Oh, there's John. John is right there. John, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Yeah, Ron's having internet issues, so he just messaged me and said that you were jumping on, and I'm pulling at your hometown pull there Friday night, so I'm excited. So,
well, that'd be good.
Yeah. But so let me change my banner on the bottom, because we do a lot of show prep. We're very professional, John. If I wish this was my full-time job, someday it will be. Hopefully, I got to win the lottery, right? I got to win the lottery. There's Ron Stone.
What's happening?
John is here. I was just showing some video from outlawpulling.tv, and then asking people what gas prices and diesel prices were, and then I got your message that John's coming on from Gibbon, and I'm coming there Friday night, and life is good. So,
Life is good. Yeah, we just finished a pretty busy week, John.
Yeah, I see the schedule is pretty tough.
We did have a couple of rainouts. Those were kind of tough to deal with. But what's your weather like up that way?
We are mid-upper 90s this week. It's supposed to drop off just a little bit for Friday. But about 7 o'clock here, we've dropped down almost 10 degrees already today. So I think it'll be good by the time the pool starts.
It was supposed to be 100 here today. Not sure if it got there or not, but yeah, it's supposed to be 100 degrees here.
Yeah, that's what they were telling us. It only hit 98, luckily. So
what is that from?
I'm throwing. I
gas
have everybody checking in what gas and diesel prices are
Gotcha.
in their neck of the woods. That's an important part of pulling this year, Ron. So,
Yeah, that
I've been looking at my credit card bill and thinking, somebody stole my credit card, but it's not. It's us.
Yeah. So you already introduced John and his pull and everything, Jason?
Not really. Nope. He jumped on. You jumped on. I was changing the bottom banner. I'm just your gracious side piece, as I like to say. Ron,
side piece.
Yeah, like George's tractor.
George Beyer.
Yeah, George Beyer, who keeps kicking my butt every weekend. So I'm just gonna suck up to him until I can beat him. So how about that?
He got another win over the weekend. He's on a roll. But yeah, John Ewalt from Gibbon, Nebraska. Show is on this Friday night. Well, we got 10 classes there. John, what's the history of the pool there?
our pool started in 1969.
Oh, wow.
And we've got one of the members was just a little kid starting to help basically on it at that time, and we're down to just one final member that was original, and I guess we're doing our best to keep the tradition alive.
Gotcha. That show starts at what, 7?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's a nice ad.
That's scrappy. People like that scrappy
nice
track.
ad.
Yeah, and it should be there, I hope.
Nice picture of Scrappy doing what Scrappy does there. So I'm going to go through the classes here real quick, John. We've had a few people chiming in saying they'll see us on Friday.
I might be a little biased to that picture that just scrolled by to you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Who drives that?
So that might be mine.
That might be mine.
We got about another hour, and I think it should be ready for the poll.
Yeah. Send me some video of you guys starting it up, okay?
But that was the other night. We got it started. We just got to add a couple water nozzles.
Gotcha.
Have you had it out yet this year, John?
We ran in Ravenna, and we took out a turbo gasket and burned up a turbine wheel, and we just got all the parts back and got it running Sunday. So we're going to add a little water to hopefully prevent some of those problems.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of your classes here on the app, and some pullers have already signed up, which is always a good sign considering it's still Tuesday. So
I haven't signed up yet, Ron. Am I getting yelled at, or should I sign up right now? Or?
No, we won't yell at you today.
Okay.
So yeah, 10 classes in Gibbon. So I can get this to.
I got them up on the screen, Ron.
Oh, you got them? You got them?
Yep.
Oh, I don't have my readers on. Sorry. Light limited pro stock.
Yep. Light super stocks, limited pro stock tractors, unlimited super stock tractors, naturally aspirated two-wheel drive trucks, pro stock 4x4 trucks, super farm tractors, diesel super stocks, modified four-wheel drive trucks, and light limited mod tractors. And Brian Fuhrer just popped on here that he'll see you there. This is in Gibbon, Nebraska, this Friday night, Gary. So that's who we're talking to, John Ewalt right now, the promoter of this pull. John, are there any other local pullers besides yourself that are close to the Gibbon, Nebraska area?
Well, the old Wampus Cat, it's supposed to be coming down. He's probably 30 miles from us. And
Okay.
Gary Barrett's tractor, the high stakes horsepower, he's planning on being there.
Yeah, where's he been the last couple of weeks? Did he get mad at us?
We've been a little dry here, so irrigating's been a full-time job.
Has it? So, and I'm not a farmer, John. So when you say a full-time job, you're out moving pivots, or what do you guys have to do?
You have to check them basically morning and night. And if something breaks, you've got to be there. I mean, we leave them off maybe one day, and they're back on. It consumes a lot of time.
No, that's good information. I'm just a silly mortgage lender, and I can, as long as I have internet, John, I can work anywhere. So, and I have, so it's all good.
A good internet is very important. Very important.
Yep. And the best time to get a pre-approval for me is after the poll when I'm drinking Jer juice. I'll pre-approve about anybody. So that's just words to the wise there. So, but Ron Stone's going to sign your pre-approval letter, just so you know.
Yeah, just give me a pen. I'll sign it. But let's see.
I'm just scrolling through the website right now. Major sponsors: Cargill Inc., Baldwin Filters, NTV, KFL. That must be your local Fox affiliate. NRG Media, Ewald Farms. That must be you, John.
Yeah.
Lucky Duck Bar and Lounge. Yeah, it's funny when people think, "Oh, that promoter's making all that money," and if they knew the time and your own money that you guys put into these events, they would think you're crazy, John.
I think we've heard that in town. You know, the people like, "Well, you don't really do much for the town," and I'm like, "You guys have no idea what this takes and how many people come to town for our event, whether it's pullers or spectators." And then we have scholarships that we give away for college, for high school, and we try to give back a little bit to the community too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If anybody has questions for John Ewald about Gibbon, Nebraska this Friday night, or any stories or any memories from polls there in the past, please type them into the comments. Ron and I will put them up there on the screen. We're just on their website right now, kind of flipping through everything, all their sponsors. There's that Gary Barrett guy, I bet, right? So.
Yeah, I'm doing it on my phone, so I can't read that either.
Oh yeah, that'll be too small on your phone. Sorry about that.
Seed and Ag. Yeah. I noticed is there a TV station that was listed there in TV?
Yeah, Fox. Yep.
Yeah, you actually have some commercials on television, John?
Yeah, we've got TV ads running. We actually went, one of the other committee members and myself, yesterday morning and did Good Morning Nebraska on their deal, their morning show. And so hopefully that helps a little bit, pick up a few more people to show up.
It doesn't hurt.
This is going to be our biggest show we've put on, and I would say we're expecting our biggest crowd ever also.
Nice. What's the forecast for Friday night there, temperature-wise?
It was showing about 93, 94 degrees is what they've been calling for. So we're hoping for a high for the day. So by 7 o'clock, we should be back down there pretty close to 80, which it's getting bearable, I guess.
John, is this part of a fair or is this a standalone event?
It's a standalone event.
Okay. Brian says he spent a lot of 4th of Julys in that town. So.
Yeah, and they were always hot.
Aaron Deckard says last points poll for the naturally aspirated 2-wheel drives. So.
I'm looking at your forecast. Yeah, about 90 at start time. Could be at 80 or a little below by the end of the event. So that's not bad. So no, we can deal with that. Hang on just a second.
John, do you guys have a Facebook page for your event, or should I just keep showing the website?
The Gibbon Tractor Pullers has a Facebook page too.
Gibbon Tractor Pullers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have any major sponsors for the event, John? Like big money sponsors that have chipped in besides yourself?
Cargill and myself are the two largest ones, but
okay.
Even the little ones add up to really help us put the show on. Without them, we couldn't do it. So I guess
definitely.
everybody in my book is still a big sponsor.
Yeah, definitely wasn't trying to leave anybody out. Just didn't know if you had any big sponsors that you needed to highlight a little bit. What's the most memorable pull there, or an event that happened at one of your pulls there that stands out in your memory?
Oh, there's been a lot of things that have gone on. I guess being able to win your hometown once in a while. We've done that with my tractor a couple times, and my old natural aspirated tool drive pickup. It's won many times in that town, and I see right now it's actually leading the points right now with the Outlaws.
Oh, now what truck is that? That's Dirt
Tammy.
Diva?
Yep.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that was your old truck. Okay.
I built that 20 years ago this year.
I'll be darned. Yeah, she's
It's been out there. It's been out there a pretty long time. So to see her having that kind of luck, it's sure been nice too.
I think they put a nice new big block Chevy in it over the winter.
Yeah. I think they spent a few dollars to put it where it's at. But I guess that's the name of the sport.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But speaking of that class, I don't know if you heard about Terry Van Beek's trucks getting totally burned up there at Humboldt a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of that on Facebook.
Yeah, they were literally pulling into the fairgrounds where the pool was when they realized it was on fire. So Kyle Petch dumped a mod over there in Ravenna. Do you recall that, John?
I don't.
Dumped him. I'm guessing he flipped it over, rolled it over, or something there.
Here's the poll poster. I'm on the Gibbon Tractor Pull Facebook page now. I'm going to put gibbontractorpull.com into the comments once I learn how to copy and paste here, so everybody can see that. They can go check out the website. And then the Facebook page. I didn't mean to talk on top of you, Ron, but I do it all the time.
Right,
anyway, so it's all good. I got to get ready for the state fair so I can talk on you as much as I can.
Oh, yeah. No, that went well last year. We're good.
I know. I'm just picking on you. See the dirt fly. Gates open at 5 o'clock. Poll starts at 7. Admission 8 and over, $10. 7 and under free. Wow, $10 to get into this event. That's John. That place better be freaking packed. That's a hell of a deal, buddy.
If for the amount of vehicles that we will have showing up and the amount of classes, I don't think you can find a better deal around this.
No, that's awesome. I hope. How many roughly, like how many spectators can you hold, or what's your biggest crowd that you've had to date, John?
Biggest crowd was 2 years ago, and then last year we added in almost another 1,000 seats in the bleachers. So I'm hoping this year we can fill it all.
I hope you can too. We'll try our butts off to let everybody know we're going there and see if we can bring more people out. Where's Gibbon at? I should look at the map. So
we are just west of Grand Island, about 35 miles.
So that's out there kind of on the way to Ravenna when we went out there. Does that sound right?
We are just south of Ravenna.
So we're out there in the prairie.
Down here in the valley.
Okay, valley.
Yeah, not too far from Kearney either, is it, John?
Right. Kearney's about 10 miles to the west.
There it is. It's got a Casey's. I love Casey's Pizza, John. Ron, did we get them on board yet as a sponsor, Casey's Pizza?
We haven't got them back on board yet. We're working on it. So
we need to do that. So
they were on board a couple of years ago, but yeah, we need to get them back. But
and our railroad access is wide enough down there that guys with their four-wheeler side by side, they can easily jump over and go to Casey's if they need stuff too.
Okay. How big is Gibbon, John?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you.
Population.
Glenn Freeze just texted me, Ron, and says that track is a good track. So, from the man himself, Mr. Red Ink. So.
Oh, really?
We hauled in a lot of white clay, is what it is, and when it's dry, it looks just like blow sand. And then we put a little mix of sand in it, so when we get the water in there and get it packed, it is a hooking son of a gun.
I'm not gonna tell you what exactly Glenn's text message was, but it was something similar to that. I don't want Dave or Kurt to yell at me for being unprofessional. But,
my wife just told me we're about 2,000 people here in Gibbon.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I'm just zooming out on the map there. Yeah, so just west of Omaha. Southwest. So where's Wisner at from there? Is Wisner kind of right down here where my mouse is? Ron, is it south of Omaha?
Wisner's a little more north. A little northwest of Omaha.
Okay, so kind of on the way to Norfolk, maybe.
Yeah, Yep, in
west,
that area.
west of there, or east of there. I mean,
Because we have West Point next weekend, I think, right?
Yep, and that's right there in that area too.
I'm exploring Nebraska this year in Missouri.
We're having fun with maps tonight.
Yep, it's been fun. It's been fun with maps.
So what other? I mean, you mentioned local pullers like Gary Barrett, Tammy Hunick. Are they from close to there?
Lincoln. They live in Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln. Okay, all right. Then there's let's see.
Melvin Nelson and his family are pretty close.
Yeah.
Tiger Bradley's got a new diesel super stock. They're about 25 miles from us here. So
yeah, I got to meet Tiger at Pawnee City, John. Talked to him for a while after the pull. So
it sounds like they have potentially a new light super stock that'll make its debut in Gibbon.
nice.
It was out years ago, and then they bought it and have completely rebuilt it. So it should be fun to hopefully see that run too.
John, do you guys just have one event a year, like one big outlaw event, or then do you have like some brush pulls like in the spring and the fall, or how do you guys do that?
Just the one big event. That seems to be about it. Everything that we can handle in a year.
Yep. No, I understand completely. Who are some of the people that have been helping you over the years with this, John? And how long have you been involved in this event? I know you mentioned it started in 1969, but
I've been helping about 15, 18 years now.
okay.
Like Ivan Klein's he's the president of our group, and Steve Zimmer is vice president. Rich Zimmerman is the secretary, and Deb Van Meter, she's our city mayor. She's the treasurer, and then her husband helps too. And that's kind of the main committee. And then we recruit a lot of help the day of the pull for hooking and unhooking and helping with gates and everything else.
And it does say bring your own lawn chairs and coolers on there. That's one thing that Ron and I always try to ask John, every promoter, is the alcohol policy. So if you can explain that to everybody.
We would rather people bring it in and not have to get our license and have such a liability factor. And we're going to try to leave it that way as long as they will allow it.
So $10 to get in, bring your own beer. That sounds like a party, Ron Stone. That's all I'm going to say.
So it's a good deal there. That's an awesome deal.
Food there available.
What was that, John?
We'll have food available there too that you can buy, but if you whatever you want to put in your cooler is still allowable.
Okay.
So John, the question on the screen is, what is the best food to buy there?
We've got a local group that competes in barbecue cook-offs, and they're set up, and we'll have some hot dogs and stuff for the kids, but they'll have their barbecue beef and pork set up. That last year it was amazing. So
Do you have pork chop in a glove, John? Just ask.
well, I kind of remember last year we may have had a couple of them afterwards together.
I had a roasted pork chop on a stick on Friday night in Corydon, Iowa. Kurt liked them so much, I think he bought about 10 of them. He went back over and got a whole bunch of them, but those were pretty good. There's nothing better than fair food or tractor pull food. I mean, I can remember as a kid, the corn dog stand. The corn dogs were the best ever at the local tractor pull. And I've never tasted a corn dog any better than the corn dogs they had there at that Taze Valley tractor pull. It's always good food at the fairs and the tractor pulls.
That's the part I think I like the most about pulling with the Outlaws. It's such a family anymore. And when we go, even like Wisner, a group of us will all go together and we take turns cooking, and it's always just such a good time.
Yeah, there's always a buffet somewhere at the end of the night after a pull. So
usually Tammy and Richard Morris's trailer at the ones I've been at. So
yeah, they're usually hosting. I heard it was pretty sloppy there Saturday night at Warrensburg. They served food, but I heard it was pretty muddy, a muddy mess there where they were at. But
Hey, John, do you have any video? Do you have any? I'm on that Fox Nebraska website right now. Does your wife, does she know where that video was of your guys' interview from yesterday? Anybody know?
Honey, do you remember what that was? I think it was like Nebraska Good Life, MTV News.
Okay, I found that. Nebraska.
I know I had it on my Facebook page. We shared it yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's all I need to know. You watch me. I'm like, I can find stuff typically.
Yeah, we want to see that on the. We'd like to see that video, the commercial. Was there several clips on there, John?
Just the one.
Okay.
I post a lot of junk on Facebook too. Sorry.
Oh, don't even worry about it. I sent you a friend request. I guess we're not Facebook friends, John, but can we be Facebook friends now?
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm talented enough to do that right now, though.
I want to find that. That's a good saying, John, right there.
So
I gotta find
the joke behind that big girl panties deal. The people that bought my pickup, when I built my tractor and I put it and started running the light super stock, her joke was she wrapped up this giant pair of ladies' panties and put them in a bag and she brought them to me at the first pull I was going to run it, made me open that in front of everybody and did a video of, now you got to put your big girl panties on and go out and hook that thing. Yeah, we don't want to see that again this year, though.
Is that a given last year?
Yeah, we broke a fuel line last year.
At your hometown poll?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's
Tammy's
the hometown first.
Oh, Tammy found it.
Tammy just shared it.
Yeah, now I got it. The problem is I can't copy that off of here because I'm running the darn thing. I'll find that. You watch me, Ron Stone.
You're going to find it?
Can I email somebody?
No, I'll get it. Don't worry. Just give me 32 seconds.
32 seconds. So how's your sponsorship for this year as compared to years past, John? Are you better or about the same? Or
We're up just a little bit. Knock on wood, hopefully it continues that way, but it is up this year.
Okay.
With the whole COVID thing, everybody's always worried about where the businesses are sitting, but it didn't seem to affect us at all.
Oh, he's searching Dirt Divas page now for that video.
Hey, thank you, Tammy. Of course, there'll be an ad. Don't worry about that.
I don't know where the hole for this is.
Segment is sponsored by the Gibbon Tractor Pull.
Welcome back to NTV's Good Life. Well, if you're looking for horsepower and you need the speed and torque, well, look no further than the Gibbon Tractor Pull. We're very happy to have from the Gibbon Tractor Pull Association, Ivan Klein and John Ewald. Thank you guys for coming over this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So this is over 50 years.
Yes. Started in '69.
Wow. Give us a little history of the Gibbon Tractor Pull.
Well, Larry run a grain elevator, and him and some farmers got to talking one day and about doing something like that. And Jim Sculla and Bill Debris and Joe Crehaw and Larry Holman and some of these guys got together and got to talking about it and decided to have a pull. And then the JCs kind of come on board, and they run it for about 10 years, and then they were starting to get tired, and which I was on part of that too. And then the Gibbon Chamber took it over and sponsored it for about another 10 or 15 years. And then they were the same deal. They were starting to get tired, which we were involved with some of that too.
You must be getting keep passing
Yeah,
that charge,
and then
right?
we formed a Gibbon Tractor Pull organization. Been running that ever since. So,
Wow.
and I've been chairman of that most of the time too. So
For all those years. So, John, how many tractors are involved in the events?
There should be around 40 or 50
Wow.
different pickups and tractors, and they're all different kinds. Tool drive, like 1,000 horsepower pickups, 4-wheel drive pickups, 800 to like 1,500 horse, and tractors can be alcohol burners or diesel, and anywhere from about 1,500 horse to upwards of 6,000 horse on some of these.
My goodness.
And there's 10 different classes associated with
Right.
this pull. Is that kind of typical of a tractor pull?
It's one.
What I do? Oh, my internet's mad at me.
Yeah, the spinning. Yeah, you're overloading it.
We were just talking about having good internet.
The largest ones in our area for a single day show. We have the largest one in our area.
So it's this Saturday, correct?
Friday
Okay.
night.
So what's the big award for the fastest? Like a new tractor?
Yes, John, I want a new tractor.
So do I.
Yeah, that's always fun. Yeah.
It's any typical motorsport. It's never enough money, but at least
Right.
it makes you
But
want to
good
keep
fun.
trying.
Yes, absolutely.
And you can the modifieds may have it doesn't look like a tractor. It'll have a car engine type, and then there's actually some of them that don't deal so much with our group, but we may have one come in that have a jet turbine in it. So,
Serious?
Turbines,
Wow.
turbines are the old Allison, like
Yeah.
they would have ran in the old
Right.
tanks back in.
Okay, so there we go.
or
Like some of
aircraft
these
motors.
pictures.
Yeah, there's one.
That's a 4-turbo tractor. That's actually my tractor. It's 4-turbo diesel.
And you built this
Yes,
then?
I built that from the ground up.
Wow.
That one's from up by Hazard.
Do you pull locally or do you kind of travel then, John?
I've pulled in Colorado, Missouri, Iowa, South Dakota, Kansas, and Nebraska.
Wow. And the thing that you gentlemen were saying before we went on air, these can go, we're talking 100 miles an hour. Who would have ever thought?
Our wheel speeds are in the hundreds of miles an hour, and we'll hit 30 mile an hour pulling the sled going down the track. I mean, so 0 to 30 and stopped in 300 feet.
That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive.
So do we get tickets at the gate or how do we get tickets?
We'll have tickets at
You
the
can
gate.
buy
You just
tickets
buy
at the gate, right?
Okay.
So that works the best for everybody. I mean, some of the sponsors, if they give enough money, we can send them some tickets.
Okay.
So, but most of it's just walk in the gate, and it's. I think the gate opens at 5, and then the show is at 7. We went to the evening pulls. First of all, we used to have it on July 4th, and the Outlaw organization and their wives decided that we really ought to be home on the 4th. But they've been doing it for 20 years, and they just decided they kind of wanted to change. And it seemed like it was always so hot anyway. So then we changed the date, and then we decided to go for the evening poll, and that's worked good for us.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, it sounds like
It's there's a lot more going on than you think. It goes pretty fast, and where we're out there working on it, I keep giving him a bad time because I never get to see him pull. There's people I like to watch, but I just don't get to do it. So.
Let's get him a subscription to outlawpulling.tv,
And
Rob.
we'll share all that information on Friday night's event on our website, nebraska.tv. Thank you guys for coming over.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. Good luck and have fun. All right.
We will.
Stay with us, friends. We have a lot more of NTV's Good Life ahead right after this.
I gotta do it before the copyright whacks me. So for the sound. So that was really good, John. Anything like that is so good for the sport, to bring in. It's nice to have some pictures and stuff like that because the people you talk to have no idea what a tractor pull or a truck pull ever is.
That's right.
But it's good. That's great. I love to see stuff like that. So thank you to Tammy for putting that on the Dirt Diva page. I'm going to go share that to the Outlaw page right now. John, we're going to make you more famous.
Well, if my numbers are off on those a little bit on horsepower too.
Oh, no.
Don't hold that against me.
Always add 1,000. Just do what Ron and I do when we're announcing. Add 1,000 horsepower. It just sounds cooler. So I've had somebody come up to me once. What's that, John?
I did my job then, I guess.
Yep. Yep, I had somebody come up to me once and say, Jason, you know the mods aren't making 18,000 horsepower, but doesn't it sound cool? I said, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. So it's all good. It's all good. So Ivan he's been helping you. He's been around for a while. He's probably been around the beginning, right?
He was one of the ones left that I don't know if he was there the first couple of years, but he was probably the oldest member left in our group anyway.
Awesome.
The stories I was told was it was at the old grain elevator, and of course the cattle tanks were full of beer, and everybody was that's how it started out. Just grab a beer, get on your tractor and go pull and come back and drink more beer. And it's kind of evolved, I guess, I would say for the better to where we're at today.
No, and that's great. And I have been just blown away. This is my first summer of running Outlaw Points, John, by rolling into these small towns, and people are just so pumped to see the Outlaws there. It's been fun. It's been super fun. People are coming up and talking to you and things like that, and it's really, really neat, to come in and to see. I didn't realize how many classes you were having even, and I'm pumped. I can't wait for Gibbon. It's going to be fun. It's only a couple of days away, so.
Yeah. We've had several groups in the past, and we've settled with the Outlaws because of the professionalism and just the equipment they bring, and everybody, like I said earlier, it's just a family, and that's what we want to have too.
Ivan had mentioned in that interview that, I think he said there might be one turbine tractor there or something to that effect. In all reality, the majority of those light mods pulling have some sort of aircraft engine on them. The automotive engines are actually in the minority in that light mod class. So there's lots of Allisons and turbines and twin turbines. There is Brian Fuhr is going to be there. He has the blown Hemi, and then there's a twin turbocharged big Chevy that should be there, and a twin LS motor tractor, which just had a win in Lamar's on Saturday. So that's a super interesting class. Excited to get those guys out there.
I've always liked that dual 5.3 on there.
Yeah, it has 6 liters on it now.
Oh, is it 6 liters now?
Yeah, that's a 6-liter tractor. But yeah, he took the win in Lamar's on Saturday night with that. It's running really well. He's got it screaming. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that class is a lot of variety. Really cool to watch.
John, there's a question to Ron. I don't know if you guys can answer this. I'm not sure what Rod's asking, but he says, are the rules the same for the Econo mods with the Outlaws? We don't have an Econo mod class, do we?
We don't run an Econo mod. If it's the Econo mod, I'm thinking, the short wheelbase, the tractor transmission or rear end. That's not the same as the light mods. It's different. They're allowed to run 30.5s and have the longer chassis and run whatever rear end they want.
Does Nebraska Bush have an Econo mod class, Ron?
I don't think they do. The Heartland group does. The Heartland group has an Econo mod class. I'm not sure if that's what it's called.
I believe it is.
Maybe the Econo mod. Is that what it is, John?
I believe it is.
I'm going to the app right now. Give me a second.
I can look it up real quick.
That's what I think Ivan Miller runs. They've got a couple of those, I believe.
So, like Mitchell, Nebraska is tomorrow night for Heartland. I don't quite understand. Nebraska Bush had that class at Malvern. That's what Cody's saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm not sure.
It might be classic mod or something. I honestly can't remember. They have a small block mod. It looks like a big block mod, a small block mod.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I don't think the Econo mod. I think that's
Where's Mitchell, Nebraska at? Is it way out west or?
Way out west.
Yeah. Because Heartland's in Mitchell. Heartland's in Mitchell the 3rd, August 3rd, and then Cheyenne, Wyoming, Saturday, August 6th, back to Nalai, Nebraska, I think, Sunday, August 7th. So that's the Heartland stuff coming up this week. So, have you kind of, John, always stuck with this date, or has it moved around? Or I know I even talked about it a little bit, the 4th of July deal.
we had always been the fourth, and then we changed to this probably within the last 10 years. We changed to this time frame, and it's been, this weekend, I guess,
First weekend of August.
since we've changed it.
It's a pretty busy weekend this weekend as well. I mean, we have, of course, Gibbon on Friday night. De Leon, Texas is this weekend as well, 2-night event. There's 3 classes there on Friday and Saturday. The two-wheel drive, super mod two-wheel drives, the big mod tractors, and the heavy pro stocks will be down there in De Leon. The Peach and Melon Festival there in De Leon, Texas. Saturday night, we'll be in Mobile, Iowa, for a 5-class event there. 4-wheel drives, diesel supers, light limited pros, super farms, and unlimited light super stocks. And of course, all those are going to be out your way on Friday night in Gibbon, John. So that tends to help get the numbers up when you can have 2 events, 2 nights in a row with some of the same classes.
Yeah, it does.
Then Sunday we'll be in Mound City, Kansas, down there with the paddocks down there, that co-sanctioned event with the Missouri State Tractor Pullers. Limited pro stocks, pro 4x4s, and pro stocks on the Outlaw side of things down there. So, yeah, it'll be a busy weekend this weekend. Not as busy as last weekend, but hopefully we won't need our umbrellas or our rain gear this weekend.
We're not seeing it in the forecast anyway.
John, how long have you been pulling, and what's your pulling history? Did you do it with your dad or your grandpa, or how did you get started in this sport?
I had a couple of friends that started pulling, and they ran just natural aspirated 2-wheel drives, and they convinced me that it was a good idea to start pulling, and we threw one together, and 20 years later, here we are.
Peer pressure.
Yes, and you're still married.
There you go.
And you're still married. So good job.
Yeah. It's a family deal for me. My son, he spent so many hours helping me on this tractor and trying to design the turbos and the plumbing, and we fabricated basically everything, and without him I'd have never been able to do it.
I'm out searching for more pictures right now, Ron. Sorry.
Do you have any other promotional things going on for the pull this week, John? You're on the interview on television. Do you have anything else going on around town?
A lot of radio and TV ads, and we've got posters everywhere. We could let somebody who would let us hang them up.
Okay.
And Facebook, the more we share it there, I guess, the better that will be too.
Bring them on, John. Bring the kids on. Bring them on camera. Let's see who we got there.
Okay, guys, come on.
Push your glasses up.
Who are these people?
My daughter and son.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Are you going to the tractor pull Friday night?
Yeah.
What tractor are you cheering for?
Dad.
Dad's. Anybody else's?
No.
No.
That's not very nice.
Well, it's honest, though. It's
Yeah,
honest.
they're honest, brutally honest.
Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, John, we'll let you go, and look forward to seeing you. I'm planning on being up there Thursday night, hopefully. If I don't get too tired driving up, but if not Thursday night, Friday morning, we'll hit the ground running.
All right. I guess if anybody needs anything when they get there, just look me up, and we'll do our best to help everybody we can.
Oh, Tammy said she better cheer for the truck, too.
Yeah, that truck's still part of the family. We have to have meetings every so often about how it's being treated.
What year is that old truck, by the way?
It's 57.
57. Okay. Yeah, you don't see too many of those old internationals.
I pulled that old truck out of the weeds, and it had a wooden flatbed on it and the tree growing in it. We resurrected it, and I drove that thing every day for about 5 years before I tore it apart to build the pulling truck. So
nice. Nice.
It's
Yeah,
got a lot of history.
That is a neat old. You don't see too many of those internationals, that year, that old, even around. I don't know how many they actually made back then, but you just don't see them.
Yeah.
Well, John, thanks.
We used to run that thing with a little small block, and boy, it was sure a lot of fun to torment them big blocks.
Tammy said she still has attitude.
Yep.
So, well, John, thanks for coming on, buddy. We'll see you on Friday.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure we talked about these other events coming up too. The Texas event, the Peach and Melon Festival down there.
I don't know how you keep track of what day it is, Ron, with what you got going on right now.
De Leon, of course, Gibbon Friday, Mobile Saturday, Mound City Sunday. It'll be a busy weekend. De Leon, there's only 3 classes there, 3 of the big classes.
And then I'm assuming Texas Truck and Tractor Pullers are there as well?
Yes, I believe so. I believe it's a co-sanctioned event with them. Mound City, Kansas is a great pull. Mobile is a great pull. We had a great pull in Mobile last year.
Yeah, so Mobile Saturday, it has 4-wheel drive trucks, diesel supers, light limited pros, super farm, and unlimited supers. That's
all
Saturday.
of which will be in Gibbon on Friday. So hopefully that will entice more pullers to come out in those classes to come to Mobile and Gibbon. I want to encourage the pullers, too, that are watching. If you're planning on coming to Gibbon or Mobile, De Leon, Mound City, jump on the app and sign up. Our fans actually look at that app, and they're a little confused by it, I think, when they see that, 1 or 2 trucks have signed up. And some people may think that's all that's going to be there. That's not actually the case. It's just that's who's went on and signed up early. So try to clear up some of the confusion, but
yeah, I know, like the day of the pull, as I'm driving out, I'll be flipping it, waiting for the pulling order to pop up at our class order, but I think Lori or whoever's there has to get in and pull all the new entries in and stuff like that. So
yeah, the Mettings did have a great week last week. They cleaned
there's been some streaks this year, there really has in the classes, and I don't know if anybody's streaks as good as Doug Meisinger's, but that thing is on rails right now. So I hope it stays there. So
George Beyer is on a pretty good streak.
He's got 4 out of the last 6 in our class. I'm pretty sure. So
he's opened up a can here as of recent. So, of course, we have to draw our names tonight too. We have to draw our winners for. I think we have six banners from last weekend. So we'll give those banners away tonight. Because
Mark Ulmer. Has Mark Ulmer won every light super hook?
I think so.
I don't think he's been beat yet either. So.
Let me check one stat here.
Yep.
And I'll be able to tell you. Let's see. I can't remember where he finished at Lee, Nebraska. Nope. He actually got 3rd and 4th at Lee. The Schluters got 1st and 2nd. Chuck got 1st, and Corey got 2nd at Lee, Nebraska.
Which
Weapon
one?
got 3rd. Eleanor got 4th.
Which one? They can't get any weight on the front of it, but it sounds like it's the Warrensburg. I saw it at Warrensburg for Saturday night before the rain came.
Yeah, that's Corey, the barn burner.
That thing sounds awesome.
Yeah, they said they just keep lowering the hitch, keep lowering the drawbar, and they still can't keep the front end down. So.
Yeah, I heard you say that when you were announcing. So, but man, that thing sounds really good.
Yeah, if they can get it under control, it's going to be tough to contend with in that class for sure.
Yeah, Mark Ulmer might have to put 2 or 3 more turbos on. So.
So I think we've got 6 banners to give away from last week.
Okay. I have the website up on the screen right now, the Thunder in the Dirt Outlaw Pulling Series. Here's what you do, fans. You go to outlawpulling.com. You click on Enter the Outlaw Giveaway Contest. the ultimate Outlaw Pulling Fan Experience. Outlaw Pulling fans are a loyal and dedicated fan base this season. They can do the Case IH Ultimate Outlaw Fan Experience. So this is what you do. You only need to enter it once, is what I've been told multiple times. So you fill this out and your name's in here, and then you win fabulous prizes. And at the end of the year, you get tickets to the National Farm Machinery Show, like all expense kind of weekend deal, I think. So
Yep, all expense paid, hotel, airfare, and as well as tickets for 2 to all sessions. Giving away 2 of those packages. So big thanks to Case IH for stepping up and for promoting this contest. Pretty cool. And we'll be giving away T-shirts and hats and the banners all season long as well. And of course, we're fixing to do that as soon as I get the 6 names here for the banners last week. That would be we won't give one away for Britt because we were only 1 class in before we were rained out. We have Mercer, Missouri, Bowling Green, Missouri, Lamar's, Iowa, Sac City, Iowa, Corydon, Iowa, Indianola, Iowa. So,
yep. Hey, I got to tell you a funny story before we do this. So I caught back up with the tractor on Friday, and I'm going down Interstate 80 on my way to Corydon, and I'm driving what I think the speed limit's. I always drive 8 or 9 over, so whatever it was. And I'm moving kind of long, but there's a lot of traffic, Ron. Interstate Friday afternoon was packed. And all of a sudden, I see these motorcycles in my rearview mirror kind of doing this, but 4 of them. Like they were almost looked like military, right? So all of a sudden I look, I'm kind of listening to a podcast, not paying attention. I look up in my rearview mirror, and they're right down my bumper, right? And they're in. So I'm like, okay, but there's nothing I could do. I couldn't go anywhere. And all of a sudden, boom, boom. And on the back of it said, Hell's Angels, California. And I got goosebumps because of all the TV shows, and stuff that we watched. But it was legit. Their bikes were all black, and I mean, it was real. But I'm thinking, when's Sturgis? What the hell are they doing out here? And so I actually put a Facebook reel up, and a lot of people said they probably had a meeting in Chicago. And I said, I don't know if I want to. How do you know they had a meeting in Chicago? But I'm not kidding, Ron. The way they were, it was like military, how they were staggered with the bikes and how they went through the lanes together. I mean, it was. I still get kind of goosebumps talking about it. It was kind of funny. So
sounds like they were rolling on out too. If you were 9 or 10 over and they were passing you.
Yeah. So you know how I am. I'm getting my phone out as quick as I can to get a video, and hell, they were gone before I could even. If I'm a state trooper and I don't even know if I. Have a good day, boy.
Just conveniently looked the other way on that one.
Seriously. During COVID, I watched a lot of, documentaries on Netflix and stuff like that. And I think I got wrapped up in one of those shows like Hell's Angels or something like that. And they talk about the cult. And I don't know if that's the right word, Ron, but that, that the rules and the family and all that stuff. And just the way they drove those bikes, Ron, it was legit. I mean, you could tell one was El Capitan and the next one was the vice captain. And I mean, it was, and when they passed in unison. I mean, it looked like choreographed. It was awesome. So
that's cool.
Anyway, that's my funny going to an outlaw pull story. So. And I want to thank everybody who's been sending in pictures to the Outlaw Facebook page. I'm working on 2 new things, kind of like Life in the Pits and what's the other one I'm working on? Man, it's been a long day, Ron.
Behind the helmet, you're doing.
Well, we've been doing those interviews. We got Dan Valance. I think his interview went off earlier. Been doing This Is How We Roll. But on the Facebook page, I asked for Life in the Pits and, I think kind of the neighbors. Here we go. Van Beek's up to something here.
Uh-oh.
Future Young Guns. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Billy. But basically, send it in like the kids, Ron, around the pulling tractors. I'm still, Pawnee City, Nebraska, Ron, still has me just kind of giddy. I could not believe how excited the fans were there that night. And the kids running around. It was like Toma. And just the kids coming up to get autographs and stuff. It was a great feeling to see that in that small town. So, yeah, that's cool. I will. I'll ask Taylor about that. Okay. Did we post the winners yet, Ron?
Not yet. I'm I'm awaiting those names as we speak.
Oh, Kai is working on that then. So
Waiting those names as we speak.
So last night on Let's Grow Pulling Live, I put Matt Goodwin's number out on the thing. I told everybody to text him to see if he was running yet. So I don't know. He didn't get too mad at me because I didn't get a phone call today, but I'm sure he got a few text messages last night. So that's good.
You gave out his number on here?
Yeah, and then Doug Meisinger said, he said, as soon as I saw that, I changed my phone number. I don't need all those people calling me. So no, we're trying to rally all the diesel supers in the country, you know, and we actually talked about it last night on the show, and I know Kurt's watching right now, and I know I talked to him about this, but trying to somehow book, if we could somehow, but you need the diesel supers for the Outlaws too, but it'd be fun to get all those diesel supers together, you know, the Outlaw ones and the NTPA ones at a couple pulls a year, Ron, and let it all hang out, if you know what I mean. So
Yep.
I want to line up a grudge match very, very bad between Travis Schlaba and Doug Meisinger. And like, I want to do like the Outlaw, what's the drag racing show, Ron? The Tulsa guys?
Street Outlaws.
Yeah. I want to get out there, and I want you to be out there at the microphone. We're taking bets, the whole deal. That would be a hoot. And I'm dead serious. I am dead serious about that. I mean, get people talking and ranking. And I have a dream about that. I mean, I kind of have it put together in my mind. I need to win the lottery, Ron. The lottery.
Yep. You missed the big one, the Mega Millions.
Oh, was that ticket sold in Chicago again?
I don't recall. It was like 1.1 billion or something.
The beer money pulling league would be official then. I'm just gonna say. So.
Beer money pulling league.
Yes.
Well, we have our winners here.
Okay. So go slow so I can type them in like last week. Okay.
All right. So Mercer, Missouri banner, Case IH banner with all the champions autographs on there, the winners autographs. Dan Homeister, Hoeister.
He makes fantastic adult beverages. Dan does.
He does?
Yeah.
And for Sac City, Iowa, Eric Berger, Burger.
Okay, give me a second. I'm having one of those days, Ron, where things aren't just going as smooth as they normally do. So. Okay.
For Bowling Green, Missouri, Marty Samuelson wins the banner.
Buddy, Marty from Ravenna.
Marty Samuelson.
He watches the show every Tuesday night. So
very nice. Let's see. Did I miss one from Wednesday and Thursday? There was Indianola, Iowa. Stephen Oglesby.
Can we have a new rule? It has to be names that I can spell, Ron.
Well,
Steve, how do I spell his last name?
Oglesby.
Oh, that's easy.
The next one is a little more difficult, I think.
Okay.
Corydon, Iowa. Kurt, I might butcher the name here trying to pronounce it, Burrell or Burley, Beuerle.
So Corydon, that place was packed. Like there wasn't a place to sit there Friday night. I don't know if that was their biggest crowd. Again, a lot of these I haven't been here before, these new events, but man, there was a lot of people there. That was fun. So.
And Saturday night, Lamar's, we're getting ready to give away the banner for that, but they were overwhelmed with people. They had a massive crowd in Lamar's.
Good.
I was told that their stands there will hold 7,500 and they were full.
Awesome.
So great for them for that event there.
And they had good weather, right? Unlike us in Warrensburg.
Yeah, the sun was shining. We watched actually some of the live stream at Warrensburg, and the sun was still shining there. So, John Roberts.
I think it's so cool that you did that because I was in Toma this year, and then Mountain City, Missouri was happening, and Mountain City, Missouri got rained out Friday night, and Lucas Oil put Toma on their big screen down there. It was neat to see that, and all the pullers just sat around. They had a band, and they drank beer and watched, and it was so cool to see the other Outlaw show on the big screen with the sound. Was that Fred Petch up there?
Yeah, Fred Petch was making the call there in Lamar's. Was doing a great job. You know, I've always wanted to do that, just bring some highlights from the other pull that's going on, you know, at the same time. You know, if I say highlights, but some, you know, maybe somebody got wild on the track or had a kick butt run down the track, or, you know, something major happened. I always wanted to import that into the stream where we were at to show what was going on at the other.
You know, like, we'll get to the day, and I know it's coming, but like, you know, if you go to, like, I'm a big Iowa Hawkeye fan, so you go to a Big Ten game and they'll show other Big Ten scores. Sure. It'd be neat, and I know we'll get here where we could say, oh, this is happening right now, and blah, 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 you know, and then bring it up on the screen and show the fans, and the cross promotion stuff that would do, Ron, that would be beyond cool.
Yeah. So. Yeah, definitely want to do that. It's, but the banner for
Lamar's
goes to John Robertson. So, and those names will still be included in the drawing for the grand prizes. So, no worries there. I know that question's been asked a few times. If you win a hat or a T-shirt or a banner, you still remain in the drawing for the grand prize. So.
I love it. I love it. The Young Gun thing's been going well this year, Ron. They've been doing a lot of donations. I'm excited for that. I'm happy for the Texas guys. They don't have to travel as far this weekend. They get to be a little bit closer to home. So,
you know, the Warrensburg poll, just to talk about that for a moment. I know some people were upset. There was a little bit of bashing going on social media, but that poll has suffered some serious setbacks over the years, and those guys just keep coming back and putting that event on. And, you know, they had the biggest crowd through that gate I've ever seen there.
Yeah, I talked to Steve tonight. So,
and, you know, for people to jump on them about that, I mean, come on. You know, I mean, the pullers themselves, you know, they're out the most money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't ever want to go on and say that, Ron. You know, I read through all the comments too, and you know, I like the post that Will did on his one of his group pages, and you know, showing all literally you could see the river running, you know, at 11 o'clock that night, and then the comments on there. But no matter what you do, you'll never make everybody happy. That radar did not show any of that hitting us because I had my tractor out of the trailer. We were ready to roll. I wouldn't even push down the trailer, Ron, if I thought it was going to rain. You know what I mean? And,
you know, and then there was a little bit of bashing going on about starting 15 minutes late. And we actually did that to let more people in the gate because they were overwhelmed at the gate. There were so many people. The line was huge. And, you know, you might have seen 4, maybe 5 more vehicles go down the track, you know, in that time. So, and it was still muddy the next day. You know, Will and I were there after 1 o'clock on Sunday, and the track would have been okay, but getting moved around the pit area, the staging areas were still a mess. So, I mean, it rained late after the pull. It was.
So the Kansas FFA donation is going to be done at Mountain City, Kansas at Paddock's hometown pull this week. So.
Yep.
Dave and Brandon Holcomb are doing that right now, or they're typing on the comments. So, So that's this Sunday in Mountain City, Kansas. So, Shackelford and the team, they're working on some stuff. They're going to do something for their fans for next year, but I can't. They have to have their meeting and get it all approved. But I talked to Steve before the show tonight, so we'll be making some. We run their social media for them, Ron. The Beer Money Pulling team does. So we'll be helping them with all that here shortly once they kind of have their meeting, Ron, and can announce it. But they're going to do something for the fans that supported them this year for next year's event. So that's a great facility. Steve was spot on. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I was licking my chops to go pulling on that track, Ron, because I had a late hook, and it wasn't going to be one of those. I wasn't going to pull in the sun, and everybody else was going to pull in the dark, and I was getting all giddy.
And I mean, a huge crowd. You'd had a huge crowd to pull in front of too. So I was excited about that.
I went up and watched the light supers and the gas trucks at the end of the track, kind of just down the left from where you were announcing. I started talking to fans and stuff, and I just brought people back to the trailer and shared some Jared juice with them. And just we all thought, 30 minutes, this thing's gone. And because the rain, except for like the last couple light supers, I don't think it affected them that much, to be honest. But the DOT tire street trucks, that's what's nice about having a knowledgeable announcer like you. Like, why did the tractors keep running when the truck stopped? And you explained the DOT tire just really doesn't have any tread on them to hook like a cut tire, like on a diesel super or an Alky super. So it's all good.
Yeah, it wasn't a driving rain, but it was just a constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the FFA donation by the Young Guns will be this Sunday in Mountain City, Kansas. It's a hometown pull for paddocks. Let's see here. I'm not going to be in Mobile. What classes do we have in Mobile, Ron? We talked about this already, right?
Diesel supers, modified 4-wheel drives, light limited pro,
super farms, unlimited supers.
Super farm. Well, shoot. Trying to bring it up here on the app. Keep grabbing the wrong button there. Yeah, 4-wheel drive, diesel super, light limited pro, super farm, unlimited light super stock.
Okay. This is great. Alan Ulmer's jumping on here. Warrensburg is a great venue. When it was a 2-day event, they gave out Henry Golden Boy rifles for the best weekend. That's Shackelford's vision to get back to 2 days. And that facility is awesome, Ron. The pits, the track, the bleachers, the sound. Even you sounded good on those speakers, Ron. That's how good the speakers were. And see, what's Van Beek saying? Which street spring in Kansas not come back next year? We're going to probably move a week and go to Montgomery City. Okay. Yeah, so that's what the guys are already working on this next year. So this is exciting. Alan says they haven't had much luck with weather. It was super hot all those years we were there. So, yeah,
they had some super hot events there.
And then Ed, yes, him and his son, they hung out in the holler. So Ed did not have any Jared juice, but some of the other guys did. The local roofer guy had some Jared juice. Can't remember his name, but it was fun.
The sponsor.
Marty, did you see that you won a banner, Marty? I figured you'd be like sending messages in. So I got to meet Marty. Maybe I have already. I don't even know, Ron.
Are you coming to Gibbon?
Yeah, Gibbon Friday and then Mountain City Sunday.
So Marty will probably be in Gibbon. Marty, come say hi if you're there in Gibbon Friday.
So am I going to see you all weekend, or where are you announcing that there, Ron?
I'll be in Gibbon and Mobile, and then helping out down in Mountain City possibly.
Okay.
I think Josh has the call down there. Yep.
Looking forward to Gibbon.
All right. Well, congratulations to all the winners of the banners. And keep getting those entries in at outlawpulling.com. It'll be the end of September. We'll be in Spencer before you know it, and giving those grand prizes away. So
it's August 2nd already. I can't believe it. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Give me a second to queue up a little video, Ron.
Sure. Sure.
I'll let some video play. I'll finish. The Pro Stocks Tractors put on a really nice show in Corridon Friday night, and I'll end the show with that. Connor.
I drove right by the track in Mercer on my way to Warrensburg from Corridon on Saturday morning, and that was kind of cool. That show, they were pretty happy with that show too.
Yeah, I didn't make it down there, but they had a nice crowd, and we stopped at Porter's hometown gas station on the way back through on our way from Corridon down to Warrensburg. We got fuel there, so we made a nice donation to the family, to the Porters. And yes, Russ, we will get an awkward selfie Thursday night. Yep, in Rockwell. Absolutely. I'm going to hit Rockwell on the way out to Gibbon, Ron. So.
Gotcha. You're going to pull?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good luck.
It's about having fun, Ron.
Don't hurt it. Don't hurt it.
I won't.
Where are you at on points right now? Just.
So it says I'm in 6th. I want to know, and I know, like, I missed Arlington, Nebraska because I stayed up in Hutchinson. When does that fall off, or because if we make all of our hooks, we can drop 3 in our class this year.
Yeah.
When do we start? Like, does that just happen at the end, Ron, or how do you do that?
Yeah, that's a Lori question, I think.
Okay.
I'm not certain on that. Yeah, it shows you in 6th. Yeah, that's a question for Lori. We need to get Lori on here some night.
That would be actually, she'd be really good, and there would be a lot of questions. She's so vital to everything that we all do. It's never, you got to ask Kurt, it's what's Lori say? Okay, Alan Ulmer says usually they drop it after Wisner. Okay, perfect. I mean, I know I'm not in first, but because I know Novak and Sibley are out there, and then there's a bunch of us kind of gang all, beating up on each other. But I've been most of the time, we've been hanging around that top 5. So
yeah. Mound City boys right there in 3rd and 4th.
It's been so competitive. I mean, I love it. I mean, we all get around and talk, and it's just, I love it. I'm having the most fun I've ever had tractor pulling. I just wish it wasn't so far from home, but I never say that because the Texans, they have to, what Doug and Hope and I and Kenzie it takes to get to the pool, those guys are still in Texas. So I'm always super careful.
Yeah.
So. Oh, my dad's hanging around the top 5. Okay, Ham. More photos from you. I like it. Let's see here. Well, Alan Ulmer says that way you know where you stand in the chase. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, good deal. Makes
Gibbon
sense.
is the last points poll for the Nat Strasburg two-wheel drives. Wow. The State Fair was last year, right, Ron?
Yeah, State Fair was. I can't remember if we had them at the State Fair this year.
I can handle it, Cody. Don't worry. And yes, my father is an outstanding driver. So he does have the best finish on the tractor this year. Our best is 2nd in Ravenna.
Shots fired.
Some 3rds and 4ths. Jared says I'm having fun also. One big family. It's been a blast. It's been a blast. So
well,
I'm going to queue up some video, Ronald. Give me a second. I was talking. Sorry, buddy.
You're fine.
The tractors are water injected, all burning diesel.
Yes,
all burn,
well said,
all utilizing the same turbocharger from Weimer turbochargers.
Well, Ron,
5
I'm going to
inches
kill our
on
faces,
the inlet
and
side.
I'm going to let some video play. Okay, buddy?
All right. We'll see you Friday, my friend.
Yes, sir. Drive
These
careful,
tractors
buddy.
making somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 horsepower. First puller's Connor Medding. The Medding family doing really well this week. Connor, with his tractor, the Bull Wagon, took first place Wednesday night down in Mercer, Missouri. Then his dad out there on the track backing him up, Clint Medding, took first place last night in Bowling Green, Missouri. Father, son, pulling team, the whole family is involved. They come out of Nordheim, Texas. Connor's one of our young guns. Young man just graduated high school, not even 2 months ago. Was a rookie of the year back in 2020 and was our points champion in 2020 as well in his rookie season. Dad with a few words of encouragement, maybe some advice there. Here we go. Young man is 18 years old. Connor Medding, the Bull Wagon. Connor Medding laying down a nice straight pass. I'll bet he'll keep it.